everyone. For this review, we've got the Four Horsemen figure Obscura, Anubis, and Bastet. These are Egyptian god figures, and as of this recording, these dropped about a week ago, and then they sold out, and then Friday they put up some more for sale. Today is Saturday as of this recording, and I'm not sure if these are still available, but if they are, here's your chance to see them and learn more about them. There is probably a good chance that these get re-released somewhere down the line in different colors, maybe with less accessories. So that will be interesting. Because these are figure obscura, the boxes are very well decorated, thick cardboard. The lettering is foil, so it's reflective. The artwork looks really good. On the sides, you have the opposite characters shown, so that's kind of cool. On the back, you got their story. Normally, I read stuff like this, but there's just too much. There's going to be little booklets inside too. On the other side, you get some different artwork. This is identical. And on the top, you get this kind of window view with some hieroglyphics. And bottom is just Liquid Ease, UPC, and all that stuff. So they do have a magnetic door case, whatever, and you pretty much take these guys out, and you have a complete diorama on the inside. Which is very impressive. And each figure's is identical. So same for each one. So that's always a plus. Some nice little backdrops with these guys. The inner packaging is just as ornate. You got gods of ancient Egypt, Anubis, Bastet. Get to see the figures, their default head sculpts. Each of them come with multiple head sculpts. Anubis comes with 2 extra. Bastet comes with 3 extra. Just off the bat, the colors are very striking on both of these. There's a lot going on with the colors. Like it's really amazing. Turn to the side. We've got some different artwork. Turn around to the back. And basically, these are highlights of some of the accessories that they come with. If you are not aware or accustomed, the pyramids originally had these, I guess, gold, can't think of the word. They had these gold pieces on the top, and on the sides they were encased in limestone. So they looked like this. They looked like these white, glistening, shiny objects. And then over time, there's a lot of speculation as to how some of this got destroyed. Did humans come and remove it to build other structures? Did sand tear it away? But uh, this depiction in the background is what they originally looked like in their, completed looks. Okay, the other side, we've seen that already. Okay, so let's get these guys out of the package and check these figures out. One more thing, there is this inside the box. It's just like a backdrop, but it's a picture of what's on the back without the relics in front of them. And although this is like really thin cardboard, it looks really nice and could easily be something that you keep and put in a display to kind of go along with this stuff. So pretty cool. Okay, so here they are out of the package, and there is a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Before we get into the figure and accessories, each of them come with a book. The book is identical and it has information about both characters in it. It is very nice and well illustrated, and you get to the back, and there's all this like real world information in it, which is very, very cool. So that is nice that they did that. And they generally do that with all the figure obscura. As you see, they have tons of accessories, and this is kind of the dividing line. So this is all Anubis, and this is all Bastet. So we get to see how they come by default. They will have realistic looking animal heads with clawed hands, kind of like a dynamic gripping hand, and animalistic feet. And they have the ability to be swapped out with normal feet, normal hands, as well as having extra clawed hands. So they'll have two grip hands and two more, kind of splayed hands. For the regular hands, Anubis has basically open grip hands. It At first glance they look like there's two sets of each, but each set has the hinge in different orientations. So you can use the hand that will give you the bending position that you want for that pose. Um, with the standard head, Anubis also has a open mouth head, and as you see, ball peg at the bottom and the headdress snapped into the back. And then he also has a more statuesque head. And for aesthetics, you would use a different neck for that head. And it's got kind of this gradation of it, going from like the stone color to flesh color. He's got a staff, a very nice staff. As you see, he's got this. Man, I don't even know what that is. This is a shrine. You have to put it together. So the the dog is a separate piece. This tail is actually a separate piece. This area is one piece, and this bottom sled is a separate piece. Then he comes with a vase. The vase is functional. The writing on here is etched in, and it's got wash to represent that black. Um, the paint apps are just amazing. I mean, matter of fact, the paint apps on everything is just completely amazing. Then he's got some artifacts. I don't know what these are offhand, but they come separate, and you put them in these little displays, and the displays are how these are basically kind of recreations of the displays that are in the Egypt Museum. That's kind of cool. He's got this, and it's got some good wash, very, very nice detail. And I think that's it for Anubis. As I said, the headdress kind of snaps into the back of the head, so you're going to have some limitation with posing the head. That's going to be expected. This neck piece is separate. The chest is one piece, but very, very nicely painted. The belt is one piece and can be removed. The skirt is fabric, and it is, I believe, yeah, it's wired in the front, I believe. And then there is another, I don't know if you call this a skirt, but there's another flap underneath. Some really, really nice paint detail on it. And lastly, his tail comes separate. I don't have it plugged in very securely at the moment, but there's a hole in the back, just like any Mythic Legion, and it's a ball joint that goes into it, and you can just pop it in, and that's that. So that's Anubis. Then Bastet, you've got this sculpture that comes with her. She's got a basket. She's got this relic, and mine was broken in the pack. I'm gonna reach out to Four Horsemen and try to get this replaced, but it's really nice, real good paint apps. She's got a couple artifacts. Again, they come separate, and you peg them in. The colors on this one are just amazing. And then she's got three vases, and again, you can take the tops off of those. Another artifact, I don't know what this is. I'm sure there's talk about it in the book, but it's very nicely done. And she has three heads. So, she's got her default animalistic head. And I'm trying to look at these and figure out if there's one that's meant to be stone. I think this one would be the stone version. The earrings are little separate pieces of metal, which is amazing. And really, there's just different designs. Like all three of them have different designs on them. So probably depicting different ways that she's depicted in various murals and statues and whatnot. Um, she she doesn't have as many clawed hands, so she comes with a default, kind of dynamic hand, and then she's got kind of like a holding clawed hand, left and right, and then she's got three sets, two that are gripping, two that are kind of, you know, dynamic, that just have different um, joints, in and out joints. So you have those different posing options. So one on the side, one on the top for each set. So super nice. I mean, there's just so much going on with this set. If you got one of them, you get a ton of stuff. If you get two, I mean, it's just kind of overwhelming how much stuff there is. Um, I'm not even sure how I'm going to display these guys next yet. So Um, it's going to be fun either way. So that is the general review of the figures. Let's try to move some of the stuff out of the way. So here's some quick close-ups. Okay, so here's just standing in some figures here. So here's our ranger, and maybe this is a guy that could have existed um, during or maybe sometime after that time when these guys were prominent. Here is a X-ray. I can't remember what her name is supposed to be, but these scale pretty well with mythic legions. Kind of fit in a little bit, kind of like your Greek fighter. Um, I don't know if these will kind of blend in well. They're not meant. I don't think these are the right scale, but just as a piece by itself, maybe this could blend in to a display. And let's see, since these are Egyptian, you could have Indiana Jones involved, especially with the artifacts. Not quite the right scale, but you could pretend these are, meant to be larger than life type characters. And in the same vein, you know, have a realistic Moon Knight involved, kind of thinking about the scene, what was it, the first episode of the Moon Knight TV show. So just some things to think about there. So that is it for the review. This is an amazing set. I have wanted some type of Egyptian god figure set, and it's like Four Horsemen heard my wish and like, here you go. Um, Now, will they make more? Maybe. There's a lot of other Egyptian gods that they could do. Does that mean they're going to do Greek gods and other stuff like Shinto and Buddhist and other things? Maybe. So we could end up getting a lot of interesting things from this line. So let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching and tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.